morning, students. Welcome to my class. Today we are going to review the future tense, okay? But at the beginning we are going to remember the topic of the last classes. Remember, we review present simple for future and present continuous for future. Okay, how do you identify the present simple for future? Remember, you are going to identify the present simple for future when in your sentence you have specific points in the future, specific time. For example, I go to the concert at 8 o'clock. Okay, that is a attainable situation. And when do you use present continuous for the future? Okay, remember you are going to use present continuous for the future when you are going to refer for a future event using a time expression. For example, I am going to the concert tomorrow. Okay, in this case I am using the present continuous for the future because I am referring to a future event. Okay, as I said before, today we are going to review the future tense. And what is the objective for today? To identify the use of future, will, through an explanation and some examples, okay? So today we are going to review that. Do you know in which case you can use will in order to express the future? Do you know what is a structure? Okay, so today we are going to review that in order to solve your doubts. So pay attention. Pay attention in the first part. 4 things that we decide to do now. Rapid decisions. Okay, we are going to use the future will when you decide to do anything. Okay, for example, this is when you make a decision at the moment in a spontaneous way. Okay, I will call a taxi for you. I just decide this right now. Okay, remember you are going to use the future will when you take rapid decisions, okay, spontaneous decisions that you take in a moment. Okay, for example, which one? I will have the chicken sandwich, please. Okay, that is a rapid decision. That is the first use. The second use, when we think or believe something about the future. Prediction. This can be based on personal judgment and opinion. Remember, you are going to use the will in order to express the future based on a personal opinion or based on your beliefs. For example, I think, I believe the president will not be re-elected at the next election. Okay, that is my opinion, that is my beliefs, and I am using in order to predict something. Okay, the second example, you will find the movie interesting. Okay, that is my opinion. I am using will in order to express my prediction about my opinion. You will find the movie interesting. That is a little easy. Okay, we are going to see the third use. To make an offer, a promise or a treatment. Okay, for example, if you say anything, I will kill you. Okay, that is a promise. I will have it ready by tomorrow. Okay, that is maybe a promise. I will have it future if ready by tomorrow. I will drive you to work if you want. Okay, don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Okay, so remember you are going to use the will in order to express, in order to make an offer, a promise or treat. Remember that is related to future events. Okay, pay attention here. Want. Want is the contraction or will not, and I'll is the contraction of I will. Okay, we are going to check how do you use will in affirmative sentence. Pay attention. In affirmative sentence we use will and the main verb in base form. Okay, here I have an example. So you are going to use the subject, the word will, the verb in base form. I will be in the office tomorrow. In the second example, I have the subject, they will, the verb in base form. They will stay here. Okay, remember, we are going to use will in order to express future events. Okay? We are going to check negative sentence. Okay? In the negative, we add not to the end of will and not to the main verb. It means will not. Okay, that is the way that you are going to form negative sentence. Okay, here you have some examples. I will not be in the office tomorrow. Okay, so you are going to use the subject, will, plus not, the verb in base form, and the complement. I will not be in the office tomorrow. In the second example, they will not stay here. That is the same. The subject, will, not, the verb in base form, and the complement. Pay attention here. You can use won't, that is the contraction. Remember, they won't stay here, or they will not stay here. That is the same. Okay, I will not be in the office tomorrow, or I won't be in the office tomorrow. We are going to check the questions. To form a question using will, we change the order of the subject and will. Okay, pay attention. Here you have an affirmative sentence. Okay, he will be here tomorrow. And how do you make questions? Will he be here tomorrow? You only have to change the order. Pay attention. What is the structure? You are going to use will, the subject, the verb in base form, and the complement. So you only have to change the order. He will be here tomorrow, or will he be here tomorrow? Okay, that is simple. And how do you answer? Pay attention. Here you have an example. Will they win the cup? I am using will, the subject they, and the verb in the base form win. And how do you answer? Remember, if your question starts with will, you are going to answer with yes or no. Then you are going to use the subject of the sentence. Okay? And in the affirmative answer, you are going to use will. Yes, they will. In negative sentence, you are going to use won't or will not. No, they won't. No, they will not. That is the same. Here you have another example. Will she get angry? Yes, she will. No, she won't. Okay, pay attention. That is the same. You are going to use yes or no, the subject, in affirmative will, in negative won't. Pay attention. If in the question you have a name, for example, in this case, will Mary get angry? How do you answer? Remember, in yes no questions, you don't need to put the names. You have to put the pronoun subject, okay? Will Mary get angry? How do you answer? ¿Cómo responde? Yes, she will, or no, she won't. Okay, that is the same. For example, will Peter get angry? Yes, he will. No, he won't. Okay, that is the same. We are going to check that. What is the summary of the use of will? Pay attention. We are going to use to talk about future actions we can influence or control. Okay, remember, we are going to use in that way because it does predictions, okay, based in my opinions. Number 2, to predict future actions, to express hopes, expectations, fears, offer, promise, and refuse. Okay, that is why I explained before. With I, we for spontaneous reactions of making problems. Okay, we are going to use will in order to predict the future. Remember that actions we can influence or control, we are going to use in order to predict actions to express hope, expectations, fear, offers, promises, and we are going to use for spontaneous reactions or making promise. Okay, pay attention. Shall and will. Okay, we can use shall and will in the same way. For example, I will go to the beach tomorrow, or I shall go to the beach tomorrow. What is the difference between both words? The difference is that shall is more formal. Okay, that is the difference between shall and will, and we use both in the same way. They have the same structure in order to form affirmative, negative, and questions. Okay, and will not and want. Remember, want is the construction on will not. Okay, here you have some keywords. I am sure, I believe, I expect, I hope, I suppose, I think, I am afraid, I wonder, I fear, I worry, I promise, I guess, or I perhaps, possibly, surely, probably, maybe. Yeah. That kind of words you can find in future sentence. That is some keywords that helps to you to identify that your sentence is in future. For example, I promise that I will help you with your homework. Okay, I think that it will rain. Okay, that is my belief, that is my opinion, that is my prediction about the future. Okay, and thank you, students. That is all for today. I am going to send you through the platform an exercise in order to you practice. And thank you, students. Goodbye. Have a nice day.